Hey, so we're about an hour before Shabbos here. It's amazing how no matter how late it gets, it happens to always work out that the work keeps going until Shabbos comes in. But so with an hour to go, less than an hour to go actually, I want to share. Hi, Rachel. From me. Hello. I want to share just a quick idea on this week's Torah portion. We're actually mid snowstorm here. And so that kind of delayed everything. I know third day of spring, and we had a snow day today, and we're getting up to 8 inches tonight. So, hey, Melissa. So I think there's something really interesting. My daughter actually, her English birthday was just yesterday. Nessia turned 18. Her Hebrew birthday is coming up next week, which is the one we actually celebrate. But there's something about, becoming this legal adult. This is now our second child who's a legal adult. And that idea, like, oh, well, now they're an adult. You can't tell them what to do. You can't command them about anything. You can't, lay down rules in the same way. And this week's Torah portion it's called and begins with the word Tzav, which means command. And I think anytime we hear about being commanded, we have almost this like natural reaction to it. Nobody wants to be commanded. Nobody wants to be told what they have to do. And especially, Jessica, hello, when we are really in a society that's always telling us, like, let people be, let them make their own decisions, don't ever tell anybody how to do anything. And I think that's even infiltrated into parenting to a great extent, that like kids should just figure it all out on their own. And there's something really beautiful about the fact that the word tzav, which means command, or it's the root of mitzvah, which is a commandment, is also the concept of tzav chibur, which is the idea of connection. And that command also means to connect. And that very often the best way to connect to somebody is by guiding them, is by giving them direction, is by helping them know what they can be doing and what they should be doing, and having that. And I know even growing up, always that jealousy of my friends whose parents like let them do whatever they wanted, and they didn't have a curfew, and they didn't have all these rules and restrictions, and they could go where they wanted, and they weren't questioned. And as we got older and matured a little more, I started realizing, even though at the time it seemed so great and so fun and their parents were so cool, that it was actually because their parents didn't care. Like, they were really too busy with their own lives, doing their own things, to really care where their kids were or what they were doing. And my friends, as much as we might have enjoyed the freedom that their parents allotted us, felt that lack, felt that sense of, they don't care where I am. They don't care when I come home. They don't care if I come home. Like, they're just not so concerned about me. And there was something about the rules and the restrictions, the commandments, right? This is what you have to do. This is where you have to be. This is what's expected of you. That showed it's because I care. It's because I love you. It's because I want to direct you. It's because I want to help you. It's because that's my role in this world in parenting you. And so our ultimate parent, likewise, it's through these commandments that we connect, and that we feel that connection, and we know that we're cared about, and we know that we're loved, and we know that ultimately these are for our best interest, right? Because, anytime we have any kind of expectation from someone else, it's rarely just for ourselves, but it's because that's really what the person needs to be doing for their own growth and for their own development. So with that, we should, feel that connection, recognize that in these various ways in life that we are given this, blueprint of understanding of what we should be doing and how we should be acting and how we should be interacting, it will help us become better people, more rectified people, which is also why the word to command is always used with the word la'asot, which means both to do, to make, and to rectify. And that ultimately we're here to rectify ourselves, to help one another rectify, and to ultimately cohesively rectify the world. So it should be a good, beautiful, peaceful, with us snowy Shabbos, and have a great one. Be in touch next week. I'm on my computer. I don't know how to end this. Here we go. Oh, who's here? Hey, all of you. And so this is so fun on my computer. I can actually see who watches this. All right. Good Shabbos.